And good morning and welcome to the Crawford Podcasting Network. Coach Keyton and Crawford, Kerry Keyton, he's over there. 33 years coaching high school football, the former Spartan lineman, semi-retired. Well, I mean, he's still involved with the East Lansing football program and still involved with kids. And he is a big fan of college football as a former player, and I was all about college football yesterday. We're going to talk about that in a second. I do want to commend the Detroit Tigers. They stumbled their way in, and they're in the playoffs. If they win today, and if Cleveland loses, they will be the
Home team.
division champions, and they'll get to host Cleveland. But at least they're in the playoffs. I'm not sure where it
Right.
plays, where they go, if they go to Cleveland, if they go to
You
New York, whatever. I don't know.
can't-
They're in. They're in.
You can't win it. You can't win it if you're not in it.
And it's like the NCAA basketball tournament, which I epitomize as the ultimate just get in thing, and make some noise, see where it takes you. New season, and just like the college football playoff will be a new season, and for those 12 teams. So anyway, I wanted to give a shout out to them. So the beauty of yesterday, Kerry Keyton, is that neither you nor me, Michigan State or Michigan, we had to worry about them losing because they didn't play, which was a wonderful thing.
Undefeated yesterday.
Yeah, and it's ironic also they have the same bye week of the second bye on November the 8th. So they're matched up together. So and I think those byes for both Michigan and Michigan State are perfectly placed because you play, 4 games, maybe 5 games, and then 3 games. So it balances it out. I think they really benefited from that. I mean, I hope it benefits for great things, and we'll see how that plays out. Next week, Michigan State has a great opportunity at Nebraska, a team I think they can beat. And Michigan has a, let's call it, very winnable homecoming opponent in the Wisconsin Badgers, who are, man, Luke Fickell's got a $25 million buyout, but I still don't think he's going to survive. They'll get some rich alumnus from the University of Wisconsin, pay that sucker off, and he'll go bye-bye. I mean, there's going to be the Arkansas coach is going to lose his job. They got boat raced by Notre Dame in Fayetteville. I mean, I couldn't believe that game, but I was all over it. I mean, it was a beautiful day, and I tried to spend some time outside, Kerry. But, man, I did a lot of couch planting, especially from 3:30 on, watching Kurt Google me Signetti pulling out of his ass. I thought Iowa had him dead to rights at the end, but no, they made the plays, and then Ohio State was really impressive, I thought.
On the road.
Team, that's one of the tougher places to play. And
Yeah.
then the doubleheader on Monitor 1, Monitor 2, Penn State, Oregon, and then Alabama go down the road. So the road teams won a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, examples, Indiana winning at Iowa City, Alabama winning at Georgia, between the hedges, and then also Oregon, who they seem like they own the Big Ten right now, so we got to change that. But your overall thoughts, Kerry Keyton, and you can even throw in your opinion of James Franklin if you want to as well.
Yesterday was absolutely amazing. It was hilarious because I'm out at Hazlitt watching my Cali play volleyball. So I'm like, all right, I want them to do well and everything, but at the same time, I'm like, you guys are cutting into my football time here. So I'm watching some football, high school stuff on my phone, looking at some stuff there, and then at 12 o'clock they started the finals of the tournament at 12:30. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get my spot. Got my spot in the gym up in the corner, minding my business. I got the iPad on,
Illinois USC. I trust you were watching at noon. Weren't you a little bit of that?
Well, I don't. But I don't do it wasn't on television.
Okay.
So I don't watch that the Peacocks. I don't watch that
Right.
because I can't turn my channels. Now it's easier when I'm on the devices because I got to switch anyway. I got to
Yeah.
go back and forth anyway. But I locked in on Notre Dame game. I was watching that, and I did have the iPad on the other channel, and I was watching a little bit. And USC let me down, but our guy number 18 stepped up at the end and knocked the ball out and gave him a chance. They just didn't
Yeah.
finish the deal. But I have my iPad on one game, I have my computer on another game, and the guy's looking at me like, "Hey, who's winning?" I'm like, I almost said, "Hey, you know that old CD commercial. Like, hey man, you got to get your own television. Don't be looking over my shoulder trying to watch the game.
Yeah.
You know, go watch the volleyball." But it was really that the first games. I mean, there was so many good games yesterday,
It
just
was
in
great
general.
games. They were great games, and they were big plays. I mean, the
All
Ole
over.
Miss. I mean, when Ole Miss beat LSU, that was a 3:30 game.
Oh yeah.
It's like I go. Well, I need to have 3 monitors now because there's just too many. I know it's just a 1 week aberration, but man,
Well,
and
see, that's
and
the thing. I got my box and I got my box hooked up, and it's crazy because for the multi-view for my Comcast, but it wouldn't work on my main TV, but it worked on all my other TVs.
okay,
And so I'm like, but I don't want to sit in this room. I want to be in my room with the big TV watching it.
yeah,
So I took it off and just put the regular one back on. I got to take the boxes back out, give me some different boxes, but to fix or try to troubleshoot it. But that was that young man from Ole Miss, right? Chambliss.
yeah, the quarterback.
Yeah, he's a Forest Hills Northern. They played at Fair State.
Oh, are you talking about the receiver?
No, the quarterback.
The quarterback played Ohio. The quarterback played. I thought it was
Yeah,
the
he
receiver played at Fair.
won national championship at Fair State.
Oh, okay. So he was the
We played.
quarterback.
Yeah, played at Grand Rapids, Trinidad Chambliss, and then now he's at Kansas. I mean, at
At
Ole
Ole
Miss,
Miss. Yeah,
doing phenomenal. He got
that's
end up in
right.
the NFL.
That's right. Because he got his national title,
Absolutely, a couple of them.
and now he's in the arguably one of the toughest conference if the Big Ten isn't.
Oh yeah,
And
and
Ole Miss,
balling out.
that was a quality win. That at home in Oxford, and I mean, I was impressed by and
Oh
Lane
yeah.
Kiffin. He's an interesting guy.
And anytime Brian Kelly loses, I'm happy.
And why is that?
Oh, because he was a piece of crap when he recruited my nephew and just wouldn't tell him the truth. Flat. I mean, basically
So
said
it's
in my
all
mom and dad.
about, it's funny. I mean, you mentioned your experience with him. I mean, Jack and I were doing a radio remote at Soundmind Sound Body.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when Donovan Peoples Jones was a senior in high school. And
Okay.
so this is like, I don't know, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And so we got all these coaches, on, and we had Harbaugh on, we had D'Antonio, and then but the most cordial guy of all those coaches was Brian Kelly. I mean, he hey, tell me, hey, just take me where you want me to. I mean, he was really nice. So when you have a personal entry, and he was, it was just he was real cordial to our production. I mean, he just seemed like, wow, this guy's a good guy. So that's my impression of
Sure.
Brian Kelly, and that's the only view I have. But you have your I'm a more in depth, involved in the game personal view. But it's funny how we all have different opinions of people.
Oh yeah, just like on Facebook, you somebody that you could literally not even stand, but one of your best friends is friends with him.
Right.
You know, it's all in the interaction and the
Right.
exchange of
You're right.
everything. And it doesn't make it right or wrong. It just makes it your experience. That's all.
Okay, I got a question for you. I'm gonna segue to the next topic, which you'll be jumping all over. James Franklin at Penn State, and I'm reading this off this tweet from Brandon Koretz. Okay. James Franklin at Penn State is 1-15 versus top 5 opponents. He's 4-21 versus top 10 opponents. 15-30, a little bit better, versus top 25 opponents. And 4-17 versus Michigan and Ohio State. And he had that game in the palm of his hand. He made a great comeback. But what is it about him? Is it just bad luck, or is he not a gamer down the stretch?
Well, personally, I just don't like James Franklin. I think
Why don't you like him? He looks like you.
He does look like me, and you know me, I'm a proponent of people that look like me.
People that look like me, and that's what you. So I start with that.
I mean, and he really looks like me.
No, okay, so I start
Team
with
light
that.
skin all day.
I start with that, but then all of a sudden you take me down this deep, and other people do. Rico,
because
I don't understand. I mean, you see, I've interviewed him at Big Ten Media Day. He seems like a nice guy, but why? What bothers you about him?
My problem with him is I think he's overrated because he fell into the lap of Penn State. Okay, it's like literally impossible to lose at Penn State. You know what I'm saying? You have all the resources. You're the biggest school in that area, that wins with the traditions and all that, right?
Yeah, it's a great high school football state. Great high school football state.
So he pretty much gets whoever he wants to come there. And when it's time to win, he does it. And when he does it, he's got an excuse and the blame game for everything. Instead of just owning it, we didn't get it done.
Okay, now you're getting my attention. So you're talking about in the post game?
Yeah. Or the next day, or he wants to yell at fans and yell at, hey man, I ain't saying that it's right that they're yelling at you, because we all know coaches are putting in 1,000,000 hours of work to try to get it done. We understand that.
And he did
as a father of a coach, you know that. You see him putting the work in, trying to get.
Let me say, he did earn. I mean, he did a great job of turning that Vanderbilt job around.
No question.
Laid the groundwork for him. That's why he got that job. Right.
And he caught lightning in a bottle and won there in a place where you're not supposed to win. But they're showing now that you can win.
Well, yeah, they're undefeated.
Get the right people. So I'm not mad at him or his how he got there kind of thing. It's that you're there now. Win, and if you don't have 13 excuses. Just get it. Just get it done.
You're right. That's what other people told me too. That bothers him about him.
And then in the big games, he finds a way to choke. Now yesterday they came back and won, but if you look at the majority of the other games, he's had them won and found a way to choke it away by just horrible coaching decisions.
Well, in the first half is when he choked. Or when they underachieved. They got 69 total yards in the first half.
Oh,
so they're late to the party.
Yeah, Oregon's defense was beating the dog crap out of them yesterday. They had no answers.
Yeah,
no answers. And they made a couple plays, and Oregon made a couple bad plays themselves, and let them back in the game. But like you said, you got 110,000. Momentum starts to creep on that side. Once again, we're still 18 to 22-year-old kids. Stuff starts happening. You had a young quarterback, all those things.
Dante Moore
from the Murder Mitten, baby.
Martin Luther King High School. That's what I'm saying. There are players that go big time from the state elsewhere.
Absolutely.
He looked not totally unflappable, but
damn near
unflappable.
he reminds me of a young Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He reminds me because he just stays. It just seemed like he just stayed right there the whole time. Not too high, not too low. Stayed there, made the plays.
Watch the replay. second OT, the touchdown pass, where he crawled up in the pocket and
Oh
just
yeah,
found this perfect. He found this perfect quiet space instinctively.
yeah. Because
It was
33 did everything he's supposed to do
yeah, yeah,
except make the play
yeah.
and cost him a touchdown.
That was a play. That was a hell of a
Yeah,
play.
you know that doesn't that now that's a teach tape. Like we'll take that and show our kid Brandon's like, hey, you on the boot and this happens. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. You give a little because they're gonna, they have contain. You come underneath it. You step up, deliver the ball. I mean that was actually like besides just amazing. Like that's coaching. That's being a great player. All those things that you teach a kid to do and he does it, and it's like, wow, that was really good.
Well, Dan Lanning's 39 years old. He was on that. He was a GA for Saban back 10 years ago, and he's really moved up. He coached a good game. I mean, he's a hell of a coach. And so Oregon, they got Indiana in Blooming or in out in Eugene. So I don't think anybody's going to get them now. I mean, they have Washington week 12. I think up in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. But this team is really good, and I thought they were going to win bigger than they did. So I give Penn State a lot of credit. But I mean, between Ohio State and Oregon, I mean they're on a collision course right now.
Oh yeah,
somewhere down the line.
yeah. No, being a Big Ten championship game again, and then they'll maybe meet again. It's just watching them. It's one of those things. It's like Lincoln Riley. They have the offense, but now they have the defense. They're able to run the ball, and it's not that we all know that Illinois was not as bad as what they showed last week.
Right.
They're as good as they're capable of being this week. They were at home and they had to make that trip.
Well, it's that time zone thing, saying what goes around comes around. So you've been from Michigan State going out there and playing in the middle of the night Eastern time zone, and you're complaining, Lincoln Riley, you got to go back. You got to go back to Eastern. But this is what you signed up for, dude, or your school did. So you had opportunities to win that game, and
absolutely they did.
I thought they were going to take command, but I give credit to Illinois. Thought that was a good win. I thought Indiana. I knew at Kinnick Stadium, which is going to a boxing ring with a crowd on top of you. I was impressed by that. Now Indiana, they got Ohio State, I think, on their schedule. I'm trying to think, or Penn State. No, they got Penn State.
The one thing that is always for certain on Saturdays, unless it's a bye week, UCLA continues to be trash.
Well, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I switched over briefly for UCLA Northwestern because I wanted to see it, on that lakefront.
Yeah, it's a sweet stadium. I mean, for soccer,
it's a makeshift soccer field. I mean, next year they're going to get their new stadium. It's going to be awesome,
right?
But yeah, Northwestern still beat them. So wow, that's a bad program. There are going to be so many openings now in college football next year that we can already anticipate are going to pop open, and including what we talked about with Luke Fickell at Wisconsin. So, and it was so much fun to watch the drama yesterday. And then another thing, Alabama, man, Kalen DeBoer is 2-0 against Kirby Smart. Think about that for a second.
Kalen DeBoer shut a whole bunch of people up yesterday.
So if some teams can't beat other teams, Kirby Smart has a hard time beating Alabama.
That's the kryptonite.
It's so weird how, I don't know if it's psychological or what, but I mean, Georgia had them at Sanford Stadium and let Bama come in, who got beat by Florida State, who lost to Virginia Friday night. A game I watched.
How about that? They got. Hey, I'm all for the rushing the field. I wrote a thing on Facebook about that years ago. Like or last year, I think it would have been. That what happened yet that Friday night, in my opinion, that's unacceptable because those kids in that corner, they had to have gotten ran over.
Well, here's the deal, and I've been to Charlottesville years ago and saw that stadium. I thought, how cool! You can sit in the grass in the end zone and watch the game. Okay,
Right.
and so there's no stands there; it's just grass.
Like
That's like
Missouri's like that too, isn't it?
yeah,
Missouri,
yeah, yeah. So I see them when it got to the end of regulation. I go, wow, this is like perfect setup for field access for a rush the field moment like no other. Okay. So when they're the players, I mean, I can't believe that one FSU kid didn't get hurt. He would have
exactly.
been trampled, but he was physically strong enough to get. I'm sure he might have got some help because he could have suffocated. I mean,
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. You
just
won't be
get
able to
trampled,
breathe. That'd be in
just
the
step
bottom of
down.
a pile. And so I've never seen a field rush that quickly, and that was not good.
No,
Not good.
no, at all.
First of all, it's not your game. You're in the stands. That's where y'all belong. I'm not a big rush the field guy.
No, but like I said, I wrote on this. Like you got after the game's over, all right, the losers or whatever, you got 5, 10 minutes to get off the field. And then like in this case, it would have been, Florida State. All right,
Yeah.
you guys get them off the field safely. All right, they're gone. Rush the field all you want to with your people. Now, yeah, you may lose a little bit of the juice or whatever, but you're still going to go out there
They
and
want
rush
that
the
TV
field.
moment. They want the TV moment. And
Yeah,
I mean, Virginia has not beaten a lot of teams
no,
in Charlottesville in that, where you'd rush the field. I mean, Virginia is not exactly a stellar program, let's be real. So I like the enthusiasm. It's a good academic school, all that good stuff. But
dangerous.
that was disturbing watching that because I said, and I heard that 19 people got hurt. So that's not good.
Well, yeah, and because they're just running, and the guy runs up and he's flipping off the quarterback and all that. I'm like, okay, now if that kid would have smashed him in his face, then he would have been the bad guy. Like, wait a minute,
get off the field, fanboys. You didn't play.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't put a lick of effort into this outcome. So don't own it like you own it. You don't own it. It's good to be supportive, but it ain't your game.
Right.
Stay off the freaking field.
Yeah.
One thing about Michigan State, I mean, Michigan rushed the field, Ohio State 2021. I can't remember what happened in 2023. But, I mean, our stadiums are more secure to keep fans off because they're sunken.
Right.
Not like back in when you played before the field was lowered.
Exactly. They're right there next to you.
Yeah, they're right.
Reach back and give you a bite out, get you a hot dog and a handful of popcorn back in them days. True story. Hey, can we get a hot dog? All right, here you go.
So anyway, it was a great day.
Beautiful day.
I'm glad to go back. We'll get back into our game situation real quickly before we let you go, Kerry. How do you feel about Michigan State's chances of winning in Lincoln against Nebraska?
Oh, I'm encouraged. The offense is continuing to get better every week. And like I said, we had 2 weeks off this week and last week to prepare, watch all the film, put a couple new wrinkles in, that kind of thing. So get healthy, get some work done. Defensively, I'm just hoping we just looking for some guys that can just make some plays out of program. We don't have to dial them up for you. I need you to be game changers by yourself and go make some plays. But I'm encouraged. I think we could definitely go in there and compete. And, it's going to be tough. Get 100,000 people. And there's really only fans you got are the tickets that they give you for your team.
Right.
Because those people don't sell.
I think this is not going to be the magnitude of when y'all beat Miami in 2021. But I think this could be a turning point game for the season in the sense that they'd be going to a bowl game. I think they're going to steal this one from Nebraska because I think Nebraska's still going to be reeling from. They thought they had Michigan dead to rights, that they were going to win that game. Their coach talked like they were going to win this game. This was our moment. It didn't work. And I think Michigan State got some confidence in a competitive environment, in that game with USC. So I'm picking the Spartans in a 3-point upset over the Huskers.
They thought they were going to win that game during the game, or they thought they would win it before the game?
Going into the game, and they had all the revenge saying, "Oh, these guys are cheating." But they suspend their. This is their Matt Rule, their coach, saying this one. They suspend their coach for our game. That disrespect and all that. They play all those cards, and the cards didn't work. And
because I was going to say, because Michigan never was.
They got beat the shit out of them the whole game. How they got that game was stupidity on Michigan's.
Yeah, that game was never in question.
Up front, both D-line, O-line, Michigan kicked their ass for 3 hours.
Absolutely.
So, and I think Michigan State is as good as Nebraska, and I think they're going to be in a better mental state than Nebraska. So that's why I'm picking. Just don't turn the damn ball over, Aiden Childs, and you'll be fine.
Nope. And he's taking care of it. He got 9 touchdowns to 1 pick.
Yeah.
He just needs to keep stacking weeks of improvement, and we'll be just fine.
And get that and Joe Ross has got to get that rush defense shored up, man. I'm telling you what, that's just got to stop. Now he's a good D coordinator. He's had that reputation. I don't know what y'all got going on their D line or at the first and second level linebackers, whatever, or what you're doing. But man, you got to stop the run, or it's going to be a long day.
Got to stop the run in the Big Ten, or it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, because that's the name of the game. All these teams want to establish the run. I mean, Oregon ran the ball. Penn State ran the ball. Penn State should have continued to run the ball. They didn't run the ball. They threw a pick and the game was over. There's my analogy. Here's Gary Keyton. I'm Tom Crawford, Coach Keyton and Crawford here in the Crawford Podcasting Network. Go on YouTube at Tom's Take Community and Facebook, and at Bluebelly Tom on TikTok. All our videos are there. Great job, Kerry. Have a great week.
Yes, sir.
Next week, and as all you end it,
go green.
Go blue.